Hey everyone, so I am here to show you how to use Quilgo, which is a timer for Google Forms. So how you start is you go to the marketplace link for Quilgo. If you don't have the link, you just go to Google Marketplace, you search the apps for Quilgo, and then this is what you should get. You click install and it will say, are you sure? You click yes, continue. Then it will show your accounts. Make sure you click your Humble account. It will ask you to allow all of these items. Click allow, and then it's installed. It's going to show you how you get to it. So you just click next and then done. So now you have it installed. So I'm going to show you how you use it. So what you want to do is open up either a new form or a form that you've already created. And up at the top, you will see a little puzzle piece. You click that little puzzle piece and it will have Quilgo right there. So you click that. And then you click configure. And then down here, it will come up with, let's see if it works. It may say you don't have an account. Here we go. Connect with Quilgo. So I have an account, but if you don't, you click create an account at Quilgo. So you click this little spot here where it says Quilgo. It's going to open up. So for me, it's going to open up my dashboard because I already have an account. For you, it may open up. Let me sign out for you. It'll open up this page. So what I do is I just click sign in with Google, and then it's going to come up with what, like a Google account you want. You click the Google account you want, then you click allow, and then it's going to come up with create an account. So you'll have to put your first and last name in. You'll have to say personal or business, what you're using it for. I just did education, and then a password, and then create an account. So then it's going to take you to your dashboard page, and right here where for me it says my email address and info, for you it's going to have a token. It's going to say copy link. This is your token. Okay, so you copy that. And then you paste it here. So I'm just trying to get my token. Here it is. So here's my token. So I'm going to click token, and then I click connect, and it's going to connect it for you. And then it's going to say, yay, here's you're connected. And then in your dashboard, you will see your connected tests or forms over on the left. So you can see I have a demo test here. This is my demo test because this is the one I created and linked. So it only links if you configure it, which is cool. So that way you don't have a whole bunch of quizzes over here that you don't need timers for. So how do I send this out to my kids, right? So there's two different ways to send it, three different ways, but the first is to create tests. So you can click create tests. This is for specific students. So if you have 3 students who maybe have IEPs or 504s for extended time, this is what you want to use for just those students. So you would type their names here. You do have to type their whole email. Then you would give them their specific time minutes. This auto close form when time is over. This will, when the time limit is up, it will auto close their form. It will not submit their test, and it will not save their answers. So if it's a 10-question form and they're on question 8, when time is up, it goes away. If they don't submit, it does not submit it for them. It will give them a warning, and it will say, you know, time's almost up. It may flash at them. So then they have to submit. You can also not check that. If you don't check that, when the 15 minutes is up, no, the timer at the top just goes away. Okay. And then if it's a quiz, you can allow them to view their quiz score. The other way is this public form link. If I click that, then I want to click Open Self-Registration. Then I click Edit Default Settings, and this is where I can edit my settings. So I can change this to however many minutes I want. I can do, however many minutes you want. Again, auto close form and allow to view their quiz score. Then you click Save, and then at the top, you just copy this link. This is now your quiz link. So you copy this link, and then you paste this link into Google Classroom or on the board or in an email. However you send out your forms, that's the link you would give them. So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to go to that link. This is what the students will get when they open up that link. It will say, this is the test you're going to take. You need to either enter your email or sign in with Google. Either one, doesn't matter. If the students enter their email, they're going to get an email that says, it's going to give them the title of the test, and then it's going to just say, here's your link for your test. Then they click that link. It's going to give them, it may not give it to me because I already opened it. It's going to give them a page that says, here's your quiz, here's your test. If you have auto save or auto close on, it will give them a little warning that says, you have this, it's limited, time is limited. It will not submit the form for you. You need to make sure you submit the form. It'll show them what time it is, like how much time they have. And then they just click open form. And then this is what they'll get. So they'll get your form, the timer's at the top. You can see we're almost running out of time. So that's why this red up here, it starts off as blue. At the very, very end of the form, it will have this submission ID. This is how Quilgo tracks the students. They cannot mess with this question, this form. It says, do not edit this. That's, if they edit it, then their time will not be recorded. Okay. And then they just click submit when they're done. Okay. And then they get this cute little message. And then for you on your page, this is the dashboard. This is your dashboard that you will see. So you can see I took this form right here today at 11:39. I finished at 12:01. So it took me 22 minutes. This is the cool part. Unfocused time, unfocused one time. So what that means is I was on another tab one time during my 22 minutes. So when I get out of my quiz or out of the form and I open up another tab, it tracks that. So it says I was unfocused one time. So you can tell. So if okay, this is the question, I'm going to go over here and Google search it. Then I'm going to come back. Then I'm going to Google search the next one. Then I'm going to come back. Then I'm going to Google search the next one. So let's say you have 10 questions. If they're unfocused 10 times, to me, that means they Googled every single answer, right? So, so that's really cool. Sorry, Google, my assistant. I also took this again, and you can see it says always in focus. So that means I was always in focus during this particular submission. So super cool way to make sure your kids are on track and focused and limiting cheating. You can still look at responses through the form itself. Okay, so you can look at your responses through the form itself. You can also view your form from here if you want to see what your form looks like. And then you can also download your analytics, your info and status for any form you take. So very, very cool. Please let me know if you have any questions as you are installing it or using it. Ashley Tetro at Bradshaw Mountain Middle School can help you as well. So either one of us will be able to help you with this add-on. And hopefully you find it useful for your students in limiting cheating, but also in their learning and good data for you to be able to know like if they're really truly mastering the skills that you're teaching. So thank you, and I hope you have a great day.